We should be live.
All right.
Okay, we can do a sound test, I think.
All right.
All right. All
Okay,
right. How are we?
sounds good.
Good.
Hooray.
Right. So it looks.
Now I'm going to turn it way down because I don't have a headset right now.
Understandable. Alrighty. Alright, that's there. That's there. Ooh, no. All right. Oh, I accidentally hit the snapshot button.
Oh.
So is everybody ready to begin then?
Yes, very much so.
All right then. We shall begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys still there?
I am.
All right, yeah, I forgot it changed back to just my headset when I restarted, so I will start that again.
All right.
Alrighty. So we should begin for real this time in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Welcome to another installment of the Fragments Silicon Reviews. First review show, first broadcast of 2022 for us. Granted, the year is only 2 days old, so anyway, 3 games up this week because I got sick during the break. No, not COVID. Just your good old-fashioned head cold and throat cold.
So it could have been worse.
Which still hits like a cold. So, I started the week having my throat nodes rather swollen and sore. Now it's just more, a runny nose and coughing, which medicine helps. But since I was dealing with all that, plus the cough medicine of choice has been NyQuil, a lot of sleep. Not a lot of time to do 2 games, even with a holiday break, because needed my rest. So we got 3 games. The first of which is Skydrift Infinity, which has been floating in the review queue for a few months, actually. Because I've been on the fence about this game. And yeah, I just come down on the side of I don't like this. It's not a bad game per se, but I've been trying off and on for months to get into it, and I just can't. And I can sum that up pretty easily. It's very difficult. Like, even the beginning races are going to kick your ass at first. Which is a bit of an unusual fit because while we don't have the footage playing, we were gifted 2 copies, but Petty Fan ran into some issues trying to display the game. So, but anyway, it's an arcade racer. It's not quite a go-kart or a kart racer, but it's kind of a second cousin. In that it is a arcade plane racer that uses power-ups and has very loose physics, and you respawn very quickly if you die. So it's still an arcade racer, though its presentation and its overall feel is a lot less Mario Kart than you might expect. There is a there is a plane racer that does exist like that. It's called Freaky Flyers. It's a rather forgotten 6th generation title. Yeah. So not the first of this kind, but you don't see this kind of, let's call it, kart variant all that often. That's probably because this is full 3D racing. You're not just worried about, driving over land, or in later Mario Karts, dealing with being airborne a bit of the time. You're airborne all the time. You're flying in a very exaggerated, sure, but you're still flying an airplane. So you do have to take into account, not just the horizontal and the vertical, but the depth of everything. So, and that makes things a lot trickier. Especially since the controls of this game are, I'm not sure if the word unusual is proper, because they fit in context. But if you will have to learn a few new tricks. That is because, in addition to control, it's got some standard controls, like acceleration is on the right trigger, braking is with the left trigger. And that's something you'd expect from a modern day racer. But the big factor that makes this different than pretty much every other racer I've ever played is the very important placement of the second analog control stick into the core racing. Because, your left analog stick controls your movement, as you'd expect. The right one, that controls basically your pitch and yaw. That's the thing that makes you go into a knife edge position. And you're going to need to learn how to do that in order to master cornering and drifting in this game. And it's also worth noting that the analog stick doesn't just tilt you to, like, a vertical extent. You can actually flip over as well. So, like I said, it's actually really complicated for an arcade racer, if I'm being honest. Especially something along, related to kart racing. The kart racing heritage really shows up in the fact that power-ups are a big part of things. It's your pretty standard set of offensive, defensive things. You got shields, you got machine guns, you got repair, that kind of thing. And it does the stacking thing as well. As in, the more you get, the more powerful the weaponry will, or the defensive capabilities will be. Up to like 2 or 3. And this thing is also extra generous in that you can carry 2 power-ups at the same time. You're gonna need it. Because, once again, this game has a very steep learning curve. Even the beginning races, they will kick your ass. I really didn't make any progress in advancement in this because, this game is hard. And it's definitely something you're going to need to stick with. And track memorization is going to be a big part of winning races here. And they do have a variety of races as well. Remembering 3 major types of races in single player. That is your power race, which is high speed racing with power-ups. Speed race mode, which is where you navigate the course with ring targets. And survivor mode, where there's a countdown clock and whoever's in last place gets eliminated. And there's also a deathmatch mode, which didn't get to try. We did mean to do multiplayer during the break, but that never lined up because, once again, I got sick. Anyway. And aside from that, the game is fairly gorgeous. I was impressed with what is such a budget racer and its graphical capabilities. And something I am not too sure of is if this is a remake or not, because there was a game called Skydrift about 10 years ago that got released on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, as well as the PC. And I'm not sure if this is a new gen version of that or if this is a new version of that. But I'm betting on remake because the thing that surprises me about this game is the price. This game clocks in at usually $10. Holiday sales have it at $7.99, $8. And honestly, this is a game I'd expect to be going for $15, $20 at least. And ultimately, can I recommend this at $10? Absolutely, if you're willing to put the time in. Don't come in expecting a Mario Kart game, especially like a latter day Mario Kart where, it's all about fun chaos or something like that. No, this is going to demand some skill and attention to actually get places. If you come with that mindset intact, I think you'll get your money's worth. And like I said, I think this is a good racer. I just don't like it. And yeah, I think that's my summation of Skydrift Infinity. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
I thought it was kind of interesting from what I played of it.
Okay. Petty, you've played a bit of the game. What are your thoughts?
I thought it was kind of interesting from what I played of it, but then we came into the problem when I tried to, set it up to stream.
Right. Yeah, it crashed the system.
Yeah.
Not the first game from the THQ Nordic family that has done this to Petty Fan.
Yeah, probably won't be the last.
Yeah, I think it was Steel Titans 2 did this to you as well.
Something like that. There's been several, let's be real.
Yeah. Fair enough. But yeah, like I said, overall a mild recommendation. So yeah, that'll about do it for Skydrift Infinity here. Be sure to tune in after the break, as Petty Fan will be reviewing The Kids We Were.